wohwe ne yekoso wa amanyoko no mu a chairman ya oda amanyoko na no se wono wokoto wodase mu amoto abama NDC amanyoko na ya amanyoko na moto ba wo mo eti wodase na saa ne to no a wokɔ se ehya ase na ase party empanimfo ni bi ne na ekura na nanse na asa akoye kontenkoren ene wonamu a wokɔ na enra ne onmunyamfo Haruna Idrrisu ekaye no wo de yentie bi ne o kaye no yentie bi ne ewie ne ensa kampanimfo ni bi a ye ne won atoa so enra ne de no se otebe na ati ekuti ase a na abeti ase mi ase wo de yentie we emra yentie we emra.
I recall when President came for his thank you tour, not the other thank you tour, the proper thank you tour of President Mahama. Proper thank you tour of President Mahama as President Flag Bearer. What cannot be said, Mr. President, we can say it. The proper thank you of President Mahama, not the Nketiah one. Not the Nketiah one. When President Mahama came for
Ebusia onmunyamfo Haruna Idrrisu wo ade no kora wo ka no na obi ka che ne so ja ka ja no se ye nka sen we nya asem a ye ka ye tumika mamenka in we no thank you to we no enye ne o dika no abeprapra kwan mu die ni bi we nya prapra kwan mu ento abo aprobo no ebi ni we proper wine ne mampani ba obeye no ohun na se ne party chairman namu a wo ye no wono ne de na prapra kwan to ene wo ye no wo na mo a prapra kwan mu a se wo ye to according to onmunyamfo Haruna Idrrisu na de yentie chairman so e de a abe
who should be the minority. We got over that time. Then new things were emerging, and I said that we have to change the forward line of parliament. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to win election. President Mahama disagreed with me, but I said that, look, you have elected me as chairman of this party. I am the coach of the party going into the election. So let me make the changes that will win us the election. When we win, we all enjoy together. Since I made that change, I say, my brother Haruna sit somewhere. The other guy, Muntaka, you also sit somewhere. Let people come. New people come, and you sit on the bench and watch. There was hell, and people started thinking that somebody who has been my friend for more than 20 years has certainly become my enemy. I said, how can Haruna become my enemy? He cannot become my enemy. But I am a coach, and I must watch how our opponents are playing, so that I also arrange my things for us to be able to win. When we did the arrangement, we went into the election. The victory that NDC got in 2024, have you seen any such victory in Ghana since the beginning of the Fourth Republic? We won. After winning, I told President Mahama that we cannot ignore Muntaka and Haruna in the setting up of our government. So they need to be given big position. President Mahama agreed, and they gave them big position. And we are working together. So if you are in Tamale here, and you are forming groups, Haruna group, Asiedu Nketiah group, and so on, it is not our case. It is your case in Tamale here. It's not us. Because we are working together. And so, Chief, I just came to thank you and to assure our followers that NDC will continue to be one. There will be struggle for positions. There will be times people will be angry, others will be smiling. But at the end of the day, when we are struggling for things, we must make sure that the vehicle we are traveling in together will remain intact. Don't let us carry our differences in ways that will destroy the NDC vehicle that keeps us in power. So I want to thank you very much. I want to thank the good people of Tamale South and appreciate the work you have been doing, and we expect you to do more in the coming elections. Thank you, and may God bless our
Abusia Dwemchenia oda NDC amanyoko na no na wote ne nka no na se sa ne ekoso se leadership wa eda NDC amanyuko no kokko se wo mrahye badwamu ano eyi wo nyina se won kwotena nchen ema ebi bufu yefu ye no kan se ono ana yes ade no eyo ono ana yes ade no e coach yi odi amanyuko nanim eti se boro no bono wo hu se niema nkoyi a wetumi sesem na mampani sa abre mampani John Dramani Mahama ne ne nyadwen eso ka che ne se mini dwentwe ne ameda amanyuko na no me coach me ye ne sese me ye en we take his decision no eti se wo hwe ne honorable Haruna Idrrisu eken ono ne constituency wono mo na eja chairman call ya okoka asasemi wo hono mo enu akọ nso akọtu bi wo hono mo se curtain raiser we chairman ne onamu a wo ye no chese prapra kwamu na dwuma na chese wo ya ohun eti amanyoko no se hyasie se wo mu a hyasie se wo mu a wuhun se bibi boboba eti wo abehye ntabo space akata wani so hwi nsiye ena hwi nsiye sabe mpredua se oni awu na so onwu ya ade kye a obi a ma me be sode asogya no yo obe no aduane ama ne madie wo ma me sode a yebehu ansode so a yebehu eti eduru ho no mo a sabri ya ade no ahya ase boboba no se empanimfo wo bibi o mo beye because ye party no na take decision say ye pese chairman oda amanyuko na no ekoto wo the whole Ghana to no kan me nimu ni say ye wo 16 regions wo my Ghana mu mantem ahodo odunsia eti se mantem ahodo odunsia no kra na say chairman se wo kwa ka 1.5 years ni ko onwie ye senka wonwie ye enanka party no so na asanhye anka menyi say nwi sa beba party no ma mebi ayese na papa inu onamo efisa na make so hyase no na leadership no mpanimfo bebre di nachi sese no uza ase minim say ya no omotachi di efisa videos aye ensa kan nyina no obebe ase wo no nko ane constituency wo ba bi obedru no mpanimfo ye wo ho no mo eti sa akoye ba akofo adwuma de a ene na asem mo ho Clifford Asante Boateng was NDC for the be your manage misunderstanding kakra bi ba MPP mu a no onu mu ebose na omode omontina ho no mo ne eboboba ewo omabato yo mbeto ayi nipa obedi amanyoko nanim no edu ho a ene ebehu kwasi twum de ayi ode aba ose bi wai mehwemu free Sydney mehwemu free Sydney na anopai mechiamo papa se ya ansa amfa tankasefo no a mabaki biemu a ene nsuo no eyiri fa ye ne ball o manfo tugu nsuo mu no ebekoso a ma menko na mene Dr. Jonathan Asante Oche ewo ahomaso ye ne no entwetwen enkomo na yenhwe ensemu a yede atwudwa doc ekira de ewo University of Cape Coast emu doc akwa aba no pen
mi aba ma jesu
boko de
dia che no mo so
adom eni a ye bonu anopai NDC amanyoko na wo mse mpanimfo mo pe se wo panipo obedi amanyoko nanim nanso wohwe huhu ye free mu be wo mu a eso na Dr. Atoforsin bekobi chief of staff bekobi chairman oda amanyoko na no bekobi eno na de ya besi chairman to ayeto abawie ya wakwa beto ne yo se thank you to enra onmonyamfo Haruna Idrrisu Tamale South mrahye badwani se sa to no eye curtain raiser to proper to no ne mampani die no etu he ne ahya ase ebobo bayi ewo ne wo ye to ne waye na dwen su obekobie mu a yetumi ka se NDC amanyoko no ewo se ni manimu ya wo so ano anase bibie ni ho hu bie nim
ebu amina wase maminchia Asempa FM etiefo anapai na minchia wankasa so ene dwuma pa odidi aboga na mai ewo ye kebman kebi amamuo no emse sasem we mi hunu ye ache na boboba na ayamede so se mpenfo bi so ade omo ano atum esam se o aben a And maybe a way gaining more currency in terms of importance, significant coverage near there than when you are in opposition. And a brand MPP, for example, boom, na futu kakra edema NDC esan say na momo de no time no enso ye na yeka we nso time no kra enso ye wo bebia na nso nipa da sani de politics is about taking advantage of the opportunity ebebeda wa name and ebeda wanimu and the me hu say one a kwanya chairman Afasuya Utimum say it is not a thank you talk. Obviously, it's a say a thank you tour. In Cabra tour by the man was chairman. That is the time I saw your thank you talk. Now, and you know, dear to John, I'm saying, make a big cry channel 1 TV, and you know. Na me feel say some of Kokafa Haruna and openi muntaka ho na huhia na mum but I take no and say he wants because he used the first person singular I and I, so at the end of the day he wants to take the advantage of that particular decision at that time. Secondly, we senior will be a name say or per se will take over from the sitting president when he's no longer there and become the flag bearer of the party. Then somebody must show to the delegate, potential delegate, say he is an actual leader. Now, that particular statement does not only seek to undermine the Harunas and then the Muntakes. No, it undermines the sitting president. And why am I saying so? It means to say, who taking that decision? Decision on very strategic, I must admit. And some of us spoke about it on TV3, and because the pressure, the tension that was coming, then you tension Nketiah. But some of us, to me, analyze it. It's at the end of the day, the NDC rather sets the pace for the MPP to follow. And MPP and follow Adiano and say, now, to forcing was virtually creating a lot of problems for then government in terms of being one step ahead of the appointees of President Akufo-Addo and that of the Tabamia. Like issues like Siabako IMF, issues like Ebinya haircut near Adiano. This man was able to tell all of us ahead of time, before answer, Assembly Ebabesi. Government denied it, so it was a strategic decision. No two words about that. But it is an overkill to suggest to say that is the one that won the victory, the landslide victory for the NDC. That for me, is an exaggeration, and it seeks to undermine the effort of the flag bearer that led to the victory of the NDC in the 2024 elections. And I think that is an overkill, and it should not be tolerated in that particular sense. Then Utumu say, and then Tawan Tower, it to me come. Utie Dr. Kalistusa, it tells you that the president is worried. Utie Mustafa Bandia, it means to say there is a disconnect between the party and then the government. And some people are quiet here. Apart from that, let me say, Penny Felix so to me, Akasa, Hubi. Nanka, Abana say, Miniaba, Abana saying a thank you talk. It is done methodically, one constituency to the other, throughout the country. I mean, nobody needs to tell you, say, it is a campaign strategy of a sort. And difficult also for the party in the sense to say, he is the chairman, an elected person, not an appointee of the president, an elected person. So unless you say the party thinks, say, it is rather running contrary or it is becoming anti-party. or is bringing the name of the party into disrepute. Nothing of that sort, but what you say, jobs I felt to say earlier on, it was supposed to be a way of calming down the people who have not been appointed to any kind of position, so that Ubetini akame the nerves of people, because obviously, quite to say there is some kind of despondency at the grassroots. Into Nunca, you are going on a thank you tour, you take the opportunity, you thank them all right. Nankawa Kreju, I'm no more Washomo, I'm almost almost Yabatre, Ebia, Milpemno, Bia Benyanichafa. That is how it should be. But I don't know where this one came from, whether somebody asked him a question or he just willingly brought up this particular issue. I think that the party will have to have a top level meeting.
Eti near Uhuwe no, it's like say chairman run a one-man show ewo party num. He's the chairman. Eti tumi abeshe nsem ena near wo pen wo ya obin tumi nkabi ana.
Oh, everybody tumi akabi. Na someone yonkwe ntwakura so so ntwedu. Say Deputy General Secretary of the party, say there's a disconnect. Then it means that if you have a party chairman that intends to run for the presidency, when the president is there, you are supposed to attend cabinet meetings. You are not a member of cabinet, but you're supposed to attend cabinet meetings. Let's say, be our own cabinet meetings now. Then how would the grassroots of the party, there's supposed to be an interface. The party is the interface between the members of the party and then the ruling government. The party has given birth to government. So there's supposed to be an interface. And then, sir, when you are seeing that despondency rising, it means somebody at the party level is not doing his job. So, if, for example, say, be a cabinet meetings, now be a woman kwa, then there is a problem. Is it deliberate? And I say deliberate. Is it the case, say, at the top level, no? Maintain wants to be near Juma, and I say, and I say, yes, setting up somebody to fail. I don't think that is the case, though, because the chairman himself, or kwa was say, Yamwa, na omanpenini Juma dear Wodi and every payo. And some say, and non nebetimi abwa amayokuno, no mako menim. It makes logical sense. It makes logical sense, but I think he's been contradicting himself along the line. Say, also Tanasi, or share in some of our canon, not with Timia guiding what to say. I quite say Dr. Baumia saying everything and now wanted to become president, and then Ukasa Opeso Yesia, Yakobo Power Dada. So it creates credibility crisis for yourself. At this point in time, the chairman will have to hasten slowly because any beginning pronouncement it will rather bring discord within the party than to bring the unity that he's talking about.
Amanyoko NDC MPP, the two main political parties are Yenimu or Mayimo. O share omo constitution. Any near constitution no eka de fedwam tenania or da manyoko nano ebra o lead party no eno anase etoda esi o ye wo opposition dia chairman ena e wo se oda party no ano etoda yesi o se party no ba power dia ye nipa no ayeyi no flag bearer no ena odi party no anim eno na toda na akofa santa wanta wani ne yehu bi aba eti ugidi sebra so se wo se omohwe omo constitution ni bio na yehwe tumi ya yede mampanimfo eda manyoko na no ni obetumi aye ne wontumi nya na se da bi we no eye nipa no ana ni su wode ye niema bi emfra.
Oh, I must say, in terms of hierarchy in the constitution has spelled it out clearly. There is no ambiguity over there. Ebia, okay, Ebia nipasu. But somebody will have to be called to order. You see, the president at this point in time may not want to do any maybe ebinim beka say ompe we asem chain we into no he may be observing, but if it gets to a situation ebia affected the architecture, the performance of his government, obviously then omfa obi ahụ. Let's say after all it's supposed to be one term.
Okay.
Na mu amoba na mu na mu hia no ehunu na no ewie mu amoba na mu na mu hia enti mu amoba na mu po na wasenke mu hwe o mampani onyam fomso esan says woni ho a mu na moba and amedin kan ka say there can only be one person to sit in that particular seat. If there is that gentleman understanding within the party itself, say, look, it is better, say, 2 neighbors stay with party than say, then some will have to shelve their unbridled ambition for the common good of the party. That is something that they must bear in mind. So if they don't think about the common good, and at the end of the day, no, they will misbehave along the line, undermine each other, right? Undo each other, outmaneuver each other. The point is that you put power in the hands of your opponent. Simplicity.
Yeah,
and most often than not, it is only when you find yourself in a position that is when you gain sense. The whole now I during the start to say papa. But at that time I would to me, your judgment is clouded. That is why it is said that he whom the gods want to destroy, they first make mad. That madness is not in the literal sense of madness, but you see waso your bow ni Emma won't tear sempa, Emma won't asempa, Emma won't decipher said no, and you're crying ni a crying ni. Omoji Jews, Omio that is when you will see the power of the gods.
Doc, that's no paper. You. Ebusia, Dr. Jonathan Asantioche, Echradie, University of Cape Coast, Fimfini Mantem, Chimu, Enemwa, and Wade Abuayeno.